Anyone to show up? I already sent the link twice. I'm trying to figure out where are the people.
It's not dinging to tell us there's something there.
All right, put your hands behind your head. Nice. Do all the lifting in that front leg. So as you're going up, that back leg, yeah, there you go. That back leg, forget about it. In fact, it could come off the ground just like you did a little bit once you're up there. Just concentrate into that front leg. There you go. Have nothing on that back leg. There you
You're
go.
telling me
That's
to
what you like
balance.
that.
Haha.
When you do that, try to do it smoothly. I didn't say you were going to like it. Good. Done. Doing good. Really squeeze into it. Let's try to keep the movement a little bit more smooth. Yeah, squeeze and then go. So let's not use the top to rest, but really practice your breathing as you're doing it. Squeeze, hold, really hold, and then just move. Good, good. Good. Come on, squeeze it. Concentrate on that front leg. You alive?
Yes.
All right. The way to do it is to be alive. Even getting out of it becomes hard, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm cramping in my glute.
That's how it hurts. Good. Just rest up. I wonder where the rest of the people are at. I don't know if they're getting the link or not. Sometimes like that. Maybe they haven't updated the app.
As I said, I was waiting where I thought it should come through at, and it never did. So I went out and came back on, and then I had two.
Now do shoulder. Well, what are you gonna? We're only working legs today, right?
Yeah, I was gonna do deadlift.
No, no, no. Don't do
Nope.
deadlift until you do the other leg.
Okay.
So first
So
work
you
both
want me to
legs.
do?
This is not like if you were
Okay.
doing. So in other words, I want
Okay.
when you do deadlift, I want the legs already to be both sides worked. You don't want to have only.
Okay. So give me another minute
Yep.
because I fried. Uh, uh. Not supposed to put any weight on it anyhow. So
It's hard. So hands behind your head. Even now, try to start off with the try to start off at the bottom already in place. So don't get up yet. I want you to put your hands behind your
okay.
head and get your chest out.
Okay. Let me get my bar even.
Yeah, get your bar even. Try to get up from there on only that front leg. There you go. Then squeeze into it. Keep your chest high. And yep, and your hands back like that. Ready? Control that. Good. Make sure you're dropping into that front leg. Yep. Good. Really squeeze that front leg. Good. Come on, come on. You gotta go down. Don't stay there resting. But don't move fast. Start really squeezing it. Let's not try to get reps. Just really burn the leg out. But not by moving fast, by squeezing harder into each rep. Good. Come on. Come on. Go down. Go down. Let it go down. Is that leg yet? All right. Don't take off the belt, by the way. Just remove the bar because we're gonna do something else for fun. I love having fun. Okay. You're gonna leave that band right there. Where's the foot plate and your bar and another bar? Do you have another bar or you only have this bar?
Just this bar.
God damn it. Yeah, that's how it should feel.
I'm warm.
I'm sure you are. So those legs have to be feeling it.
They do. And um, oh, they felt it Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Oh, after Monday, which normally I don't feel it for 3 days. So that was like, yes.
Good.
Oh. Oh. Don't do that. You'll cramp your foot.
Yeah, you'll cramp everything right now.
So how long you got Brianna for? When does she go back?
On Saturday, or on Sunday, I think.
Okay,
Ready to
what would
go?
you like for me? What
Well,
would
what
you
I
like
like
for me
if you
to
had another
try?
bar, because I'm the whole thing is I wanted you to do the one on your shoulder and one in the belt for front squat, so you could drop it. So let's just use this one as the overburn right here. So just put heel wedges behind you. Put that. You see the boards you have behind you. Put some on the board itself. Just one. One of them should be fine. So you could lift your
On
heels.
the
Not
board?
right there. Yeah, exactly right there. Somewhere there. Then obviously you got to pass the bar behind you because we're going to attach the bar behind you, not over it.
So
In order,
let me see something real quick.
yeah, right there,
That
something like
better?
that.
That work?
Yeah, but you got to get the bar behind you. Remember, you're
Okay, hang on.
yep.
Get me out of your face. Okay, do I want the hooks to go?
Facing you, not away from you. Facing you on each side. Get up slowly so that you're able to load tension before right around there. Now, once you have the tension on the band itself, on the bar, then chest out. Just try to be your chest out, just like if you were in a position that you were holding a bar on you. Try to keep your chest out, just like if you were doing a squat. There, yeah. I want now. Just let yourself squat down like you normally. Make sure your knees open up. Just control it as best as possible, right around there.
Oh,
Really squeeze. Squeeze forward. There you go, like that, exactly. Because this is more like a hack squat because of the angle of the legs and the way that it's moving. Really squeeze into the leg. All right, you should really feel the quad burn. Go again. Don't rest.
I do.
That's the whole idea. Because your legs are already burned from the single leg. Come on, squeeze into that front quad. A lot harder than it looks, isn't it?
Yeah.
But actually squat. You see how you're starting to like
Fail.
let you feel burn
Yeah,
now.
they do. They're like solid. Nice. Okay. that put a different spin on things.
You want to try to get a good number with that.
Okay.
20, 30. You'll learn the meaning of life then.
Okay. So I should be working with a smaller.
I don't
With
know. I
my.
think you have the strength to move this one into it. All right.
Okay. I just need to build mind, body.
Because yesterday I did it with the front squat with the Elite Plus Dark Gray while still having the band on the belt with the black band. So I did as many as with the Elite and Dark Gray front squat, then drop the bar, and then continue to burn out like 20 reps with just the black band under the, and that's where the total destruction happens. Because what I'm trying to do with that is basically I'm making myself my own extreme power force band, which is what I've always shown before. When I do, people that complain about it and they go, that looks too, they don't realize what you're actually doing. You're overloading the strong range, but without ever losing tension. You're dropping 10. It will be like if you had spotters with you on a with weights, and they actually take the weights off for you. It's that's very extremely taxing because now you're doing it under constant tension, one rep, one set. But how do you continuously really explode the leg? So the Elite plus a dark gray band on the shoulders, that's a lot of tension. But if you add the black band behind you, double, that's an extreme amount of tension now. You get as many reps as you can, slowly control it, and then you drop that bar. Now it's at a level that I'm able to do, but you're already exhausted. You already blew out the total max because of how much weight you had on there. But now you continue, and the legs just go, they fry themselves literally because now you're under constant tension, and that's where it really gets you. And when you're done with that, your legs literally, when you're doing it, it hurts, but it's not as painful as a minute later. Once you're done and the blood starts like pooling, and you'll literally not be able to walk for a good 3 or 4 minutes. It feels like your legs are ripping apart because of how much they're compressed now.
Oh, yes, because that what I just did was a lot, and it was
Yeah, well,
nothing compared to what you're speaking of. Oh man.
now rest up a bit and we'll do the deadlift.
Okay.
Your legs have gotten thicker. The shape of them, the
Well,
shape is starting to come out. You could see the shape now in them. Like, right, they're like growing more outward, right, in each direction.
yes, they're definitely big and swollen right now
Yeah.
with all that. Woo, nice and hard. See, and that's one thing that I'm hoping to do, and I'm sure you'll get me there, but it's like I have muscle. I say this, and you corrected me before on it, so I guess I keep thinking it at least, but I don't feel strong. I want to get stronger.
Well, like I've said to everybody, that some people can grow bigger, right? They grow bigger. You show a lot of muscle, but they won't be as strong necessarily as somebody that might not show a lot of muscle, because a lot of that depends on your connection of your tendons and the way your
Okay.
belly, the muscle insertions are connected. So it's not just the muscle size, it's the fulcrum of the cables being the tendons, the way
Okay.
they're attached. Strength
Okay.
is not just the muscle size itself, it's the way that there are attachments to make like a crane. A crane has different cranes with different lever arms. The way they're attached, the way those cables are attached affect very much the load capacity of that crane.
Okay.
So there are people that don't look incredibly in any way, shape, or form intimidating to anybody, but they have incredible insertions of their tendons,
Okay.
and they'll beat the heck out of anybody, and you're like looking, but how? Because muscle insertions and the way the tendons are attached affect strength output a lot more than just the muscle size. right?
Thank
Muscle
you.
size
I
is an
did
issue
not.
with orientation. Obviously, your muscles get bigger, but you'll be surprised what people that are really like one of the best arm wrestlers. The guy looks like nobody, but when you check out his insertions, you go, that person doesn't have insertions like normal people. His insertions are completely differently put. So there's no way to fight against that lever arm. His lever arm is like literally built for arm wrestling. Even though you can get somebody 10 times bigger than him, and he's just going to blow out their arm anyways, because the insertion of his attachments is different.
Okay.
So you got to accept a reality. You got to try to get stronger than yourself. You can't get stronger than that person, because that person might have an insertion that you don't have his tool.
Right.
And it has nothing
Right.
to do with how he visually looks. It has to do with the way the inside of that crane works.
Okay.
Right? So that person could keep on. That's why powerlifting competitions are almost insane. In reality, what are you competing against? I guess just display the best you can do. That's it. You know, just like bodybuilding competitions are insane because and you're competing against. Well, that person's born really beautiful. He looks really beautiful, anyways.
I thought I was good, and then I moved, and I could feel my legs again.
Yeah.
Woo! They're still on fire.
Let's do the deadlift now. Chest out. The thing we could handle is the best possible form. From there, we take it to as best strength as we can. ¿A qué hora?
Como a las 10, entonces tienes que llegar como a las 9:30 para ponerte la anestesia.
Ok.
¿Cuánta gente tienes ahí?
Ok, eso es lo que hago. Yo me dejo hasta ahí. Pero es de Winter Park, ¿o cuál es?
No, ese es el de Altamonte.
So voy a Altamonte, ok.
Entonces quiero llevarse también.
Don't let your knees come forward when you go up. Move your hips. There.
Mata esa pastilla.
¿Para qué?
Para que no te salga ningún cold sore.
¿Y por qué me va a hacer un curso?
A veces el calor del kit.
Entiendo. Del laser. Eso es una pastilla de veneno. Come on. What were you feeling there?
I felt like I was moving it into my back, my last 2 reps.
Yes.
So I felt like I was losing my form.
Okay. If you're going to use the angle of the wedge, you have to learn how to actually pull with or push your legs through the floor rather than pulling with your back, which a lot of times you were, and a lot of times you were using your. It depends on the movement, but that's why it'll be better once we have you in person. All right.
Yes.
Because you tend to want to try to overpower that and pull with your legs, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. No, with your back.
You keep showing
Right?
me, and
But
my silly
we are.
self can't get it.
If we're here, right? Make it more. Let's say I'm here, and when I pull, I go like this. You see this little shift forward, and then I end up
Right.
doing this. There's not much here. This little shift forward, which since you were in an incline, you would go like this, and let's say we're here. Okay, you're started out fine because of the incline. You're here fine, but when you went up and did a lot of this, and ended up doing this. All right.
Okay.
Notice this forward shift. Right?
Yep.
What you're pulling is with your back most of the time. A deadlift. Notice my leg. Notice my knee. The knee doesn't come forward unless, let's say, if I'm up here, the knee comes forward. Once I pass my knees and it comes back here. Notice that when that happens, my hips lower, but they're still down here. But when I pull up, here's the knee almost straight. And when I go up, I don't go like this.
Right.
This is what's moving, right? This here is closing. You are doing this. So whenever you shift like this automatically transfers it to your back. You're doing a lot of back transfer, and that's why you keep on, but my back is what's feeling it here, because this shift here, and you'll see that when people are lifting too much weight that they can't even handle in the deadlift, and when they see them get hurt, is when they go like this, and they start going literally like this, try to stand up, right? You see them like this.
Right.
That is a horrible position to deadlift heavy weight. And you'll see that's when they all get hurt trying to lift weight that they can't handle, right? Whenever you see this in a deadlift, whenever you see something like this and then trying to get it up, you pulled all that with your lower back. Literally, you're shifting this right here. That's just like making your back go, because the move itself is here. You see that? No matter how much I lift, if I'm lifting 1,000 pounds, I'm going to be moving here. My back is stable. I'm keeping everything. There's no shifting happening in my back. But as soon as I go like this, now there's no way for I'm pulling here. You see this? I'm pulling here.
Yes.
What's doing it? Because this knees move forward. You have to keep the movement happening here. The knees stay stable. They don't go like this, because now you're going to shift this to this type of move.
Okay. I'll try to get my mirror set up so that I can kind of watch myself, because I don't feel it. So I don't realize I'm doing it. I understand what you're saying totally, and I think I'm proper, but obviously I'm not.
It is the hardest move. Deadlift is literally the hardest move. Your squat is perfect, right? But deadlift is hard for a lot of people.
And I think squat was what I wanted my wedge for. I don't know why I used it.
I don't know why. Well, you could use let's say you were using that wedge, but then you have to know which way to move.
It's a different direction.
You have to know which way to move if you're going to use that, because you could use that for a deadlift too, at an angle, but then you have to know that you have to end up in a different angle at the top. You're not ending up straight. You're ending up like almost like forward, using the bands themselves to like the bands you couldn't do it with weights because you will fall off because of gravity, but the bands are keeping you attached to a certain point, so you can do it like if you were moving in that angle, and it'll work effectively, but you have to then know how to move into that, because it could be done and it'll really load you, but you have to know how to do it and make sure you're not doing that shift. You're doing the shift, so it's not, the wedge is not helping you if you're going to try to do it with the wedge.
No, I was just
do another set of deadlift right now with no wedge. Back up right there. That's it. Back up right there. Squeeze your hips through. There we go. Back up. Squeeze hips through. Squeeze your butt at the top a lot. Don't let those knees come forward as you squeeze that. Leave the knees.
Damn it, I felt like that was totally shoulders.
Is there a reason why you're grabbing so close together?
I thought you told me on this one to
Well,
grab.
that was when we were trying to do like a more of a sumo. Your legs will have to be a lot wider than this. Try to grab the bar as wide as possible. All right, let's relax, get yourself set, grab as wide as possible. Move tension into the band already. Okay. Well, your ass is squeezing hard, I tell you that. Yeah.
I was losing my grip.
That's okay.
I didn't have anything under my feet, so.
Well, your legs have to be nice and toasty now.
They are.
All around. You're growing in 3 dimensions.
That's what we need to do. Woohoo. Thank you. Oh. Oh, stars. I think this is what I did. Maybe not.
You're doing good. What's maybe not about it?
Phew.
Well, I think your legs are gone today.
Yes, I totally agree.
Now the weekend is going to be a good rest.
Yes, for sure.
how how do you like the focus you're able to do when you just do legs on its own?
I'm liking.
Right?
I'm liking this.
It seems like you go into it with a better focus to actually destroy the leg, but at the same time having more power to do it. When you do it the other way around and you do a push pull day, the actual like the leg affects the pulls a lot, right? So or knowing that you like don't burn out the leg as much, in a sense, because you're just
Right.
doing that one, and mentally it seems like a better, even though wow, this is going to be a brutal day, somehow you go into it with more focus for the leg than you do when you're doing it mixed with the other stuff.
Yes. Well, and especially when I need to focus on my
Yeah.
bottom half. Um, I think I'm going to do legs 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then
No,
do
I would
no.
skip what the thing is, like the way I'm doing it right now. I'm doing the obviously the legs and the upper body, legs, upper body, but I'm not doing it back so it's legs, or let's say upper body and legs, then rest, then upper body and legs, then rest, then giving yourself the 2 days in between, because
Okay.
you are devastating the leg a lot. So if you were used to
Okay.
do it, let's say you would do it today and then you will work out on Sunday, it might not be you're better off working the leg again on Monday.
Monday. Okay.
But that's why I would then
Okay.
do upper body on Sunday and then so I'm giving a day in between the workouts. So upper body, then legs, rest, upper body, then legs, rest, upper body, then legs, rest. Because that extra day, I'm trying to go almost by the principle of, when you work out continuously, you don't see sometimes, like, let's say if you work out every day, like I always used to, or whatever, sometimes you don't see the recovery very much. By the next day, by the next time you work out, you're not as big. But if you leave that day in between and you come back to it, you'll notice that on the second or third day, you look bigger. Your
Okay.
body
Well, I'll
feels
just
like it got bigger because it rested more. It looks bigger. Then you work out. So you want to almost visually see that, you visually see the recuperation. You will visually see
okay.
the recuperation. Like your
Okay.
body, all of a sudden, your shoulders, everything looks, wow, I'm plump today. That means you're ready.
Okay. Well, then I will. I won't add Wednesdays because that was the only day I was going to add. So I won't do that. I'll just stay
Well,
with
because
Monday,
see, oh
Tuesday.
yeah, because you're saying to add to the legs. Well, but let's see how your recovery is doing.
Okay.
Really see how your recovery is doing, because we don't want to affect the recovery of it.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
what you could do if you wanted to do that is you could split the legs a lot more by doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But then what you're really doing is you would do a only quads Monday, deadlift on Wednesdays, like all hamstring, then back to quads. But then the next week, it becomes all deadlift on Monday, only quads, and then so you're alternating which week you're getting one of the main ones and one of the other ones, one of the main ones and one of the other ones. You could do it like
Okay.
that. We will have to
Let's
see
not.
how, but let's stay with this
Yeah.
and see where that
Yeah.
takes us.
Yep.
All right,
Monday,
see how
Tuesday,
that takes us
Thursday,
back.
Friday. Yep.
But start eating a lot, because what we want is more growth.
I'm eating a lot.
I know. There's always room for more.
I'm trying.
People don't really see how much I eat.
I eat
The
a
cows
lot.
are all waiting outside for me. Yesterday, I was like, how many eggs did I eat? I had eaten like 18 eggs at a certain point, and I had already gone through like 5 pounds of meat. I'm like, man, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
And then you look at me and you go, but you're not. Yeah, that's right. It's I wish I was the other guy. The other guy's not eating nothing, and look at his eyes. Life's unfair.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you don't get equal results. You better try as hard as you can for your body.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. See you next week.
Yep, 5 a.m.
Bye-bye.